Hello, I'm Martin Sheen, and as a national board member of the Screen Actors Guild, it's my responsibility to address the concerns and the needs of all the membership. So, my friends, let us be even and direct about this proposed merger that you're hearing so much about. I want to make it clear that those of us who are in the opposition are not opposed to merger per se, but we are very strongly opposed to this specific measure that you're going to be called on to vote. And very frankly, the reason is clear, because due diligence has not been done by either side, either union. I want to ask you, would you buy a house without a professional inspecting, or a used car without a qualified mechanic inspecting it? Of course you wouldn't. So give me your attention for just a few more minutes, and I'll go over what is to me the most disturbing and overlooked aspect of this whole proposed merger, and that is affecting the pension and health care. Frankly, neither union has done a very clear or precise impact study on how it's going to affect us after the fact. They're all saying, oh, well, not to worry, it'll fall into place. I got news for you. It is the entire navigational system of this ship, and it's faulty. You're expecting to go from here to there. On this particular vessel, you might have problems reaching your destination safely. And while, there's so much talk about, well, it's a foregone conclusion. What good does it do to vote against it or to have a voice against it? I can assure you there's a lot of opposition that's just beginning to get the word. And so I'm urging you to speak to one another, ask what it's about, find out, call the board, call your representatives, find out, talk to each other specifically about what's going down, about what you're expected to participate in that you really don't know very much about. At least I didn't until I got in there, and I'm at private meetings half the time at the board. A lot of stuff you need to know, my friends, and those of us who are opposed know that we are in a fight. We're in the minority. I'm used to fighting. I'm never comfortable unless I'm uncomfortable, and so this is right up my alley. So, as I say, I don't welcome a fight, but I don't run from it either, not when it's this important. So why don't you consider joining us in this effort? At least find out what the hell is going on for your own sake, for your future, for your family's future. It's your union. It's your responsibility to make a choice here. But if you don't have all the information necessary to make a prudent choice, you really have foreclosed your right to vote, frankly. So read the entire proposal. Read it thoroughly. Then make up your mind. If you accept it, then, hey, I got no choice but to accept your decision. But for my own part, frankly, I think you're going to have your whole image about what's in store. If this merger is accepted as it is, you're going to be in for a big, very unpleasant surprise. And so I'll just leave you with a story the Irish tell about the man who arrives at the gates of heaven and asks to be let in. St. Peter says, of course, just show us your scars. The man said, I have no scars. St. Peter said, what a pity. Was there nothing worth fighting for? Get involved in the fight, my friends. It's worth it.